Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a little small recap and review on a new episode of World Trigger, which is episode 34. Dude! Oh my gosh, dude! Again, like these past couple episodes of World Trigger literally got me scared itless, dude. I was like cracking on my pants right now, like oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, you know, that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, dude. Anyways, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we see to it that Miura is gonna take on Hind guy, the guy with the fishies and insects and salamanders, that kind of thing, are like hitting along, fighting along, you know, that kind of stuff. Miura Shuji actually puts up a very good fight against this guy himself. He actually is kicking his A right now, dude. Like, literally, he was just slashing him everywhere so hard and fast and so forth. And we have Osamu on his way to the base, but he gets attacked by Maria, which really ticks me off and got me out. What the freaking heck? You know, that kind of thing. It got me really raged up and so forth, but I'll continue that part later. Just let me keep on getting to the part where Yuma faces Vizsla, you know, the guy with the sword, that kind of thing. We see to it that Yuma made a blind spot attack against him. However, it's not gonna work the second time. It's too bad he only gotten a single hit on him, but a little small hit, but close. But either way, it did not really matter. As the fight continues on between Yuma and Vizsla, Yuma remembers his words of his father, you know, about running away if you don't have any allies, but if you can buy time for your allies, that would be great. But if you don't have any, you're best to invade and run off. However, Yuma thought in his mind, like, after Replica told him to probably retreat, Yuma says, "I'm sorry, but even though after he thought about what Osamu did, thinking about Osamu's courage, no matter how small the chances are for me to win, I don't care, because, you know, I'm gonna go in there and bust my butt no matter what and fight, give it all I got, you know." And that's a good thing to understand, because you gotta make sure you get, even though your chances of winning are very slim, you're best to go in and do what you gotta do, because there's nothing more. That's the only thing you can do. If you were to buy time or to protect someone you care about, especially as a friend or a brother or a sister, anyone you love and care about, you would really keep going. Either you had the courage to keep going or run away just to save yourself. But if you wanna protect someone you care about, you best to go all out. And we have to, and so forth. Yuma, he pretty much decided to take a hit from Vizsla, and he knew everything was coming. Except the one thing he doesn't know, Vizsla doesn't know, that Yuma was actually still in his Trion body form. If you guys been keeping up with World Trigger, you know what I'm talking about. We already know what happened to Yuma if you actually watched World Trigger recently, or if you read World Trigger. Manga readers, anime only watchers, if you kept up with it, we already know what Yuma is. Therefore, even though Yuma lost his Trion body transformation, he's still in his Trion body and lands a devastating blow to Vizsla and gets us on his way. As for the other people, Hyrin and Moria, they try to get to Osamu, you know, but Osamu, he's being protected by Replica's rabbit, and you know, Moria ends up managed to cut Replica in half, which really got me crazed up in nuts and bolts, going ah! That kind of thing. But Replica is still okay. As for Miura Shuji, he has pretty much almost gotten his butt handed to him, except thanks to Replica's help, which he called a flea, annoying flea, which is pretty funny. He says, "I don't need your help, get out of my way." But Replica tells him, "Yo, just shut up and keep an eye on keep an eye on the fight you are in right now." Well, he didn't tell him to shut up, but he just did tell him, "Keep your eyes on the fight right now, dang it." That kind of thing. And eventually, as time continues on, Osamu realizes that he doesn't have much time left, but Replica says like I have a suggestion, but right now this is the time where you have to do it when Miwa is still fighting. If Miwa gets taken out, you know, our chances of saving Chica is 0. And therefore, Osamu decides to agree with it. And Moria and Hyrene or something are trying to get to the golden baby bird. Like, literally, they are so focused on Chica's Treon that they will abandon everything to go after him. As for the usual, Hyrene tries to hit Miratsuji with Moria's attack, with Moria helping him out, but Mira knew that was coming, and he used Viper and damaged them. Just before he was about to make a slashing hit, Moria used the big teleportation, teleported him out of there. He gets upset about this, and Kugayuma ends up using his boost, bolt, whatsoever to make an attack on an enemy where Replica's supposed to tell him. Especially Miratsuji, he tells the annoying fleet, show me where the enemy is. At the same time, Kugayuma and Miratsuji says, show me where the enemy is. Miratsuji turns off his trigger, his normal trigger, and activates his black trigger Fujin. And I think in my mind, no way! You mean he's gotten Fujin already? And then it ends up with 7 seconds left of the cross world. And then it ends up to be continued. I'm like, ah! Dude, this episode literally got me scared itless. But I forgot to mention about Osamu when he got hit by Moria, which really got me upset. But however, he turns off his trigger and runs off, and when Hyrene tries to hit him with his trigger ability, it doesn't work because it only works on those who has Treon. And I go like, oh my gosh, dude. I forgot to mention that before we got into the 7 seconds of Crossword of Fate and so forth, and Kugayuma and Miratsuji going at it, and I'm thinking in my mind, dang it. Dude, man, I was going nuts and bolts like no tomorrow. Like, I was losing it. I was freaking losing it. But Miratsuji going into Black Trigger Fujin, dude, that's just freaking bad boy. That's freaking bad boss right. That's boss, man. That's freaking boss right there. So, yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, people. Looking forward to the next episode, and it looks like they pretty much won the battle, pretty much. I'm pretty sure they won either way. It has to be game over. It's done. Period. It's done. The preview shows it too. And a couple new character chicks too. But anyways, I'm just going to leave it at that, people. I'll see you guys in my next review and recap, which I believe I'll try to make it for Kekai Sensen special if I can. But if I don't, then please forgive me because Kekai Sensen... Yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to leave it at that, people. I'll see you guys in my next review and recap. Until then, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.